We are going to solve the problems which were in the mini test. The first problem was solving the following system of linear equation using graphing. Since a line needs only 2 points, and then we can draw a line through those 2 points, we are going to use a table of values of only 2 points. So I'm going to use x equal to 0 and 1 to find the corresponding y values. So for the first equation, I'm going to have a table of values like the following. When x is 0 and when y is 1. When x is 0, for the first equation, y is equal to negative 3 times 0 plus 5, which is going to be 0 plus 5, which is 5. And when x is 1, y is negative 3 times 1 plus 5, which is going to be negative 3 plus 5, which is 2. So the 2 points that I have to draw are 0 and 5 and point 1 and 2. So going to the graph, point 0 and 5 is going to be somewhere around here, and point 1 and 2 is going to be somewhere around here. Now I'm going to use a ruler and I'm going to draw a line. As you can see, the line is drawn going through the 2 points. Now I'm going to use the second equation and find the table of values corresponding to, again, the same 2 points, 0 and 1, and then finding the y values and then drawing the line. For the second line, again, I'm going to have a table of values x and y, and the points that I'm going to use are 0 and 1. For x equal to 0, y is equal to 4 times 0 minus 2, which is going to be 0 minus 2, which is negative 2. For x is equal to 1, y is 4 times 1 minus 2, which is 4 minus 2, which is going to be the point 2. So this means that I have to plot the 2 points, 0 and negative 2, and 1 and 2 on my graph. 0 and negative 2 is going to be a point around here, and 1 and 2 is going to be a point right over the line. And then I'm going to draw the line using my ruler. As you can see, the second line is also drawn going through the point 0, negative 2, and 1 and 2. The point of intersection, as you can see from the graph, is this point, which has the coordinate of 1 and 2. So the PY is 1, 2. The second equation is to solve this system of linear equations using substitution techniques, no graphing or any other technique. From the first equation, as you can see, x is already given in terms of y. So I'm going to substitute the value of x in the second equation. So I'm going to write 5 times, but x from the first equation is 2y minus 3. So I'm going to write 2y minus 3, and then minus 4y from the second equation has to be equal to 3. Now, distributing 5 inside the bracket, I get 5 times 2y is 10y, minus 5 times 3 is 15, and then minus 4y is equal to 3. From here, I'm going to move negative 15 to the right, and 10y minus 4y is going to give me 6y, is 3 plus 15, which is 18. I divide both sides by 6, and I'm going to get y is equal 18/6, which is 3. This is the y value of POI. Now I'm going to use either equation 1 or equation 2, substitute the value y equal to 3 and find x. The easiest one is the first equation because x is already on the left, so I'm going to get x is equal to 2 times y, which is 3, minus 3, which is going to give me 2 times 3 is 6 minus 3, which is going to be x is equal to 3. So I can say that POI is 3, 3. Problem number 3 is asking you to find the expression for each of these word problems. The first one says Monica earns $500 each week plus 20% commission. First of all, 20% is 20 over 100, which is 0.02. And $500 is her base salary, which is y-intercept. Looking at all these three equations, you can see that this one corresponds to A. So this one is A. The next one says Sherwood Tennis Club charges $150 the initial fee. So $150 is the y-intercept or the initial value, and $20 monthly fee, meaning that every month they charge you $20. This means that the slope is $20. Looking at these equations, you can see that the last equation in column B corresponds to this word problem. So this is B, which is this one. The next one says Coronation Tennis Club charges an initial fee of $100 and $30 per month. Again, $100 is the initial value, which is y-intercept, and $30 per month because it has per, and every month they charge you $30. This means that $30 is the slope of the line. Looking at these, you can see that this equation here corresponds to C. So this is C. The last one says an equation of a line with the slope of -5 and a y-intercept of 500. It is obvious that the slope is -5, which is here, and the y-intercept is 500, which is here, so this corresponds to B. The last equation, which is a word problem, says that Rav and Josh, both of them, they sell car at Castlebrook Motors. They are both paid weekly. Now Rav is paid $400 a week plus 2% commission on all sales for the work, and Josh is 4% commission only. There is no initial or base salary here. The first part A, says using variables here and defining the variables, write an equation representing Rav's and Josh's pay. First of all, since the pay depends on the sales, so this means sales is independent and pay is dependent. So I'm going to use X to be the sales and Y to be the pay. So this means Rav pay is going to be $400 the base salary y-intercept plus 2% commission on sales. Remember that percent means division by 100. So 2% is 2 divided by 100, which is 0.02. The same as 4% is 4 divided by 100, which is 0.04. So Rav's pay is 0.02 sales, which is X. On the other hand, Josh pay is Y is equal to only 4% of his sales, which is 0.04x. Now the part B, it says find the weekly sales that would result in both of them getting the same pay. This means 400 plus 0.02x has to be equal to 0.04x. Remember, this is Rav's pay and this is Josh's pay. Now, to solve this one, I'm going to bring 0.02x to the right and it becomes negative. So we have 400 is equal to 0.04x minus 0.02x, which is going to be 0.02x. Dividing both sides by 0.02, we get from here that x is equal to $80,000. Or $20,000, sorry. So this means that if both of them they sell $20,000, they will get the same amount of salary. The next part, which is the last part of the test, asks if both of them they sell $40,000 in a week, how much more money will Josh make as compared to Rav? Remember, Rav makes Y is equal to 400 plus 2% of his sales, which is 400 plus 2%, but the sales is $40,000. Now 400 plus, if you use your calculator and multiply these two, you get 800. So the answer is $1,200. This is Rav's pay. But for Josh, his pay is 4%, 0.04x, which is 0.04 times $40,000. If you multiply this one, you get $1,600. Now, you can see that Josh is going to make $1,600 minus $1,200, which is going to be extra $400 compared to Rav.